I got 1 egg here, and then I got half a cup of egg whites, and then I got 2 bagels for some carbs, and then I have a plate of fruit, and then I have a cup of orange juice. Depending on like what my morning looks like, especially when I'm going to school and stuff like that, I probably won't be able to do the fruit and the orange juice. I'll just do something quick with just like an egg and egg whites because it's easy. I'm trying, like, as I go into this cut, to like try to eat the same things and then eat the same things at the same, usually at about the same time, just because I can set up my metabolism that way. If my body gets used to eating these same things at the same time, like I'm probably gonna get hungry at the same times and then not be hungry at the same times. Whereas if like you're trying to commit to, you know, losing some weight, but like you're eating, you know, breakfast at 12 some days and then you're eating breakfast at 10 o'clock some days, like you're gonna throw yourself off. So try to like set yourself up with like a nice schedule to eat the same things at the same time. So this is what I got. Again, I'll put the calories on the screen somewhere for what we got, but it's cool. This is good so far. Let me see. Try out the eggs. Tastes just like eggs. Some people hate on the egg whites, but egg whites are a cheat code for cutting me. I'm telling you, you could have like 2 cups of egg whites and I think it's like probably like just over 100 calories, like, and it fills you up for the day. So this is the first meal of the day, super quick. Got our fruits, got our carbs, got some good protein. Some mornings I may have a protein shake if I can't do the egg whites and the fruit, just to get some more calories in and more protein. So this is meal number 1, and then I'm gonna do some reading for the week for school, and I'll see you guys for meal number 2. That works. So 200 grams of carbs. I'll eat this and I'll wait 30 minutes, 45 minutes, and then I'll go work out. Because it's a little later, so I had to do reading, I'll probably eat this and just go right over to the gym. So yeah, 200 grams of pasta with like less than about a teaspoon of sauce. You can do whatever sauce you want. But if you don't want to do pasta, another thing that's good is like cream of wheat is a good one to eat. That's a very fast digesting carb, or rice cakes. Rice cakes were like my favorite when I used to do like the rice cakes, banana with the honey. You guys know I used to do that all the time. But, and then I'm gonna finish this pasta, and then we got chest today, which I'm excited about. So yeah, pre-workout meal, pre-workout, and I'll see y'all at the gym. So pretty much those were all of like my warm-up sets that I'll be doing. I try not to waste too much energy on my warm-up sets, but at the same time, I don't want to waste them either. So sometimes I used to start at like 135, and I'm at the point now where like 135 isn't really a warm-up anymore. It's kind of just wasting energy. So you want to be obviously cautious of like the energy and preserving it throughout your workout, so you're getting the most out of it, most out of the workout. So start at 185, then I go to 225, 275, and then I have maybe 3 or 4 working sets of 315 or however much this bar is with just 3 plates. And I usually push it to about 4 or 5 reps. Again, like I felt like the last time I did this, I focused a lot on 6 to 8, 10 to 12, and did more sets of it. But this time around, I'm like changing it to doing like less sets, but doing less sets, but also like lowering the reps a little bit and hiring the intensity. So you guys are gonna see me basically like struggle with this, probably like closer to like, obviously my 3rd set is when I'm gonna start falling off. And then I'll probably work it back down and do like some negatives, controlled negatives. But yeah, Smith machine is one of like the best movements that you can do. Like I preach for it for leg day, for shoulder day, just because it takes all of the pressure off of trying to stabilize like dumbbells or anything like that. So to do this, you can kind of load up the bar and just focus on really getting a nice contraction in your chest, your shoulders, your back, or your legs, whatever you're doing. So I usually start with this and then I go over to dumbbells. But so we're gonna do like 3 sets of this, like I said, maybe in the 3 to 4 rep range, maybe 4 to 5. earlier on. But yeah, man, right now I feel good. Like I took 3 days off before coming back to the gym because I was getting to the point where like I know my body was like starting to give out, things start hurting, and like my wrist is hurting. So I like gave myself, you know, a good amount of time just to rest and hold off. But I feel good now. My body doesn't hurt. Mentally, I feel good. So hopefully these 3 working sets are beneficial. So let's get right into them. All right, so that's pretty much a wrap on the Smith machine, as you guys saw there. At the end of the 315, I go immediately into my drop set. So I feel a lot when I get to those drop sets, similar mindset that I had in my warm-ups of being intentional. So I try to drop set to a weight that's still gonna be a little challenging, but at the same time, I'm gonna be able to get a good amount of reps out of it when I'm doing it. So as you saw there on the 185 after the 315, what I was doing was controlling the negative on the way down, where I'm literally feeling my chest squeeze as I'm coming down, going up. So about 2 to 3 seconds, like doing like an actual count of 2, 3, 2, 1, I got to 1, and then I just try to explode up. Then after a point, if you can't get it back up, then obviously the set is over. And then I think I did maybe 1 or 2 of those, and I dropped it down and we went to 135 and kind of just rep that out just to get some more, you know, just another pump to the chest. Now I'm moving to these dumbbells. And this is a tip that you can use for also the Smith machine that I didn't really talk about, is when you sit down, when you're doing your bench press, whether it's on the Smith or using the dumbbells, you wanna squeeze your back shoulder blades together in the back and like use those almost as like a cushion when you're doing your dumbbell press. If you're just laying flat like this on the bench, it's gonna be a little tougher on you while you're pressing. But when I lay down, you literally wanna like see me go like this. You're good, brother, my bad. You wanna like squeeze your back like this to form like this like little cushion on the back on your back before you start your press, just to help you out. So I want to do that, and then I saw on YouTube a little bit ago that I'm going to try here now is when I'm coming up, I'm not so focused on bringing the weights together at the top of the reps. I want to imagine me trying to bring like my elbows together at the top. So the dumbbell's going to be a little slanted in instead of out just parallel like this. They're going to be a little slanted in. That gives me a little bit more range of motion on the bottom of the rep by having them like not at like a 6, more like a 25, 30 degree angle. You'll see it when I start them. And then obviously 30 degree angle, squeezing my back there, trying to bring my elbows at the top of the rep, really getting the most out of this workout that I'm doing. So we'll probably do maybe 3 sets of this. I'm not gonna do warm-up sets for these because we just went from the Smith machine, so I'm not trying to waste energy. I'm gonna hop right into heavier dumbbells that this gym has, and then like I said, 3 to 4 sets of these maybe, and then we'll go over, do like some cable work and some other dumbbell stuff. But yeah, man, let's get right into it. As I was walking over here today and thinking about what I wanted to talk about, I got this weird feeling of just being like, you already took 3 days off, your body's resting, give it one more day. You know what I mean? Give it one more day, really be rested up, and then come back and get after it. And I was like, you know what, F that, I'm just going. Even if I don't have a good workout, I'm here for 20 minutes, I'm gonna go in, work, get out. And now, I've been in here for 40 minutes, so what came to me as I finished that last set was like, emotions are negatives in two ways: of being uncontrollable when they come, and they're uncontrollable about what you feel. I mean, you could be having the best day ever, and then in 1 second you're just like, I don't know, if you get this wave of sadness and now you don't want to do anything. Or, you know, everyone's been there, you know what I mean? You're having a good day and then something happens and now you're sad, you're upset, someone says something to you and it throws you off. But what I thought about was, in that moment when the emotion comes and it alters your day or it alters your mood, you have to remember that these things are temporary. Emotions are temporary and they're uncontrollable. Don't let these temporary things make permanent decisions in your life. You know, people get mad and they say things that you can never take back, or you get sad or you get upset about things and you don't want to go out. You just want to sit in bed all day and have the blinds closed, and you're not doing the things that you're supposed to because you're feeling sad. But in that time, you're letting something that's temporary keep you from things that's going to better you off later down the road. Don't let these temporary things in life make a permanent decision on you, whether it's an emotion, a person, or whatever it is. Like, nothing in this life is permanent except the decisions that you make in certain areas. Me making the decision to go to the gym every single day is a permanent decision that's going to most likely benefit me in the long run of things. But if I allow emotions that I go through daily to interfere with what I have to do for myself, I'll never be successful. I'll never get to where I want to be because I can't even control the temporary things in my life. So don't allow those temporary things to control you and make permanent decisions in your life. Let the emotion come, feel it, sit in it if you gotta sit in it for a little bit, but then get up and get going. Don't sit in any emotion for too long and just sit there and be upset with yourself or feel bad for yourself or sad or mad at somebody. Don't let these things control you. So yeah, just not letting those temporary things control you was something that I was thinking about as I finished that set. So I wanted to talk about it and give you, some of what I was feeling. That being said, let's get back to this chest. So what I'm thinking is, I was gonna go do cables, but someone was on, so I'm gonna do a dumbbell thing. I'm forgetting the name of this, but similar with the dumbbells, with the dumbbell incline, is what I'm doing is I'm gonna squeeze my chest again still, and at the top, I'm really gonna try to bring my elbows together so I can really feel that squeeze in the tight chest. Once you get out of your press movements, you can really start focusing on that squeeze because the weight's a little bit lighter, you have a little more free range. So make sure that you're also getting the most out of like the smaller things in your workout. Not so much you wanna get on the bench and bench press out of the world and then neglect everything else that you're supposed to do because you're cutting yourself short. All right, so we're gonna get into that. Then we may go to the cable, we'll figure it out. That's it.
How was the workout?
It was a good workout. It was a very good workout. How was your boba?
Boba was good.
All right, so the workout is done. Overall successful chest day. I couldn't really talk at the end there when we got to the cables because all the treadmills are going, like the audio just would have been chalk. But essentially when I'm doing the cables, like my thought process throughout all the movements in my workout is usually the same, like especially for chest, like I'm always trying at the end of that movement is to get that nice squeeze in my chest, making sure I'm feeling it. And then at the end I did like some push-ups and did like a little bit of arms. Nothing too crazy and some ab stuff, but that's it. So we are in, it's 10:22 right now. We're in our last meal of the day. And let me see what I have, because I don't know off the top of my dome. All right, so it's 150 grams of white rice, which is 10 more grams than the lunch, and then we have 160 grams of ground turkey, which is 10 grams more than lunch. So typically, like during the day, like especially if like I'm at school and I'm moving a lot more, I find myself being more hungry because obviously I'm more active than I am on like a weekend where like I'm usually pretty stationary. So I try to structure my meals to when I feel like I'm going to be more hungry. So at night, I know like before I go to bed, like I'll try to have slightly more food. That way, like I'm not hungry pretty much. And then earlier in the day, I'm not super hungry because I'm moving so much. I'm not focused on food, but especially when I get home for the night and you want to kind of like pig out, you want to like grab snacks, whatever, like your calories add up. So I try to structure more of my calories toward the end of the day. So I usually have this meal and then I'll have like I'll have a protein shake. I'll actually show you guys that I put it in I posted about it a little bit ago, but like this flavor right here, bro, the cinnamon cereal swole, this is like their new flavor. But like if you like Cinnamon Toast Crunch, like this is probably my favorite flavor that they have. Like it has the actual Cinnamon Toast Crunch pieces in it, which is gas, and then like milk, half water. It tastes as good. It's like less than 130 calories, gives you 25 to 50 grams of protein, how many scoops you use. So yeah, so basically that and this will pretty much end my night. So I'll have this meal. And yeah, that's pretty much a full day of eating. Like obviously, as I continue to go through the cut, I'll like play with my diet a little bit and see like where I could kind of cut some calories in terms of carbs or proteins or whatever. But right now, this is just like where I'm starting. It's one other thing. Oop, your mom's calling you, shorty.
Sorry.
You're okay. You want me to throw it to you?
Can't answer.
Hey, my gear.
Hey,
I'm making a YouTube video.
you are?
You called during it, mama.
Huh?
You called during
I'm
it.
sorry.
You're okay. I'm gonna wrap it up. This is my last point.
You got a haircut.
Yeah, I got a little haircut or something.
Nice.
All right, last point, because I gotta talk to my mother-in-law now. So pretty much like the sweet point that you guys want to do, like if you begin your cut, you're trying to diet, if you find yourself starving at the end of the night, that means most likely you're doing it wrong, because going to bed like a little bit hungry, that means you're probably in a sweet spot where you can have like a little snack or like a little meal, then you're doing it right. But like if you're cutting your calories and you find yourself starving at night, where like you're not doing it right, and most likely that's going to lead to like a pig out. Like one of these days you're going to diet for a week and then you're just going to go crazy one night and eat like 800 to 1,000 calories. So don't do that. Try to structure your calories what matches like your day, your activity level, and your workouts. These are just the foods that I eat. You don't have to eat these foods specifically. But yeah, that's pretty much everything I eat in a day. I don't know where I'll take the video tomorrow. I may talk to you guys about the Naka drive, I don't know. But yeah, that's a full days of eating, and maybe I'll see y'all in the morning. If I don't, I'll see y'all next week. That's it.